Hi there, and thank you for clicking. In this video, we're going to talk about why you should not run paid ads until you have social media content in place. So I'm going to talk about the benefits of doing social media content before you do paid advertisement, and then I'll talk about how it leaks into the paid advertisement and how you can save lots of money before running the ads. So one of the main things that I wrote down here is I write a compile list. So first I'm going to talk about pre-advertisement, and then I'm going to talk about paid advertisement. So at the top of the list, I want to say is build an audience. A lot of customers want to run ads without building an audience. You need to build a little bit of an audience. And I know it struggles at the beginning, but ways you can build an audience is by getting customers to follow and like your page. So if you already have customers, get some of them to follow and like the Instagram page, the social media, the YouTube, subscribe to your YouTuber, ask your family, ask your friends. And that way you can build some sort of small audience that will help you get that engagement. If not, go to networking events and start recommending some people to come and like your page. You'll naturally get some people following you as you post, but you need to build an audience a little bit because that way you'll have a little bit of a community starting to build as you're posting content. The second thing is you need to get your brand recognized. In order to do that, you need to have some sort of formula on way you do your videos, your logo. You need to get seen a little bit more. So you need to try your content in different various platforms so people can kind of see. They might not be a customer, but at least they see the brand a few times before you run ads. So like if you can get your content, get some people to share your content, post it on their page, ask some friends to share it out. This is a good way, networking events as well. So you want to get your brand a little bit recognized. So these two kind of go hand in hand, having an audience and building that brand. So just reaching out in the community through organic methods, which I mean, organic is non-paid, and getting people to just share your stuff. And I know it might be a little bit hard to do that at first, but it's very much worth it if you can network very well. The third is you need to test content out. So as you put the hashtags and you put content and the different ways you film your videos, you slice them up, you post them, the brand, the coloring that you want to do, everything like that, it has a certain aesthetic to it. And you need to test different aesthetics out to see what resonates with some people. You also need to test out music, pictures, quality, before and afters, products. You need to test content out and what your audience is resonating with. What do they want to see? What do they want to hear? What is going to go? What is your message that you want to convey over to your audience? So the more content that you test out, the more chances that you know what's going to work and what's not going to work. Because as you know what works in your shop, you might not know what works online. So to attract the eyeballs, to bring people and build interest. Another thing is you're not going to know what people are going to respond to. You need to see comments. You need to see what they're engaging with. What do they really like to see? What is the stuff that we really want to focus on online so that people get their palates like satiated or something like that. They get some sort of little taste, a little taste of what you can do, so they get this wow factor, like, oh my god, I want to go try this person out. We need to build that kind of wow factor into your social media so people get like, wow, that's stunning, that's transformative, I want that. So you got to build that into your content, because as new people come in and as new people come in, engage, we'll talk about that later, but you want to see what people are responding to. What is the wow factor? What are people engaged with? How long are they watching your videos? How long are they going to stay engaged? Another thing is you want to build a portfolio of like maybe customers and their opinions and their feedback. And you want to try things like, if I'm a stylist, I want to know, you know, I want to show off the different colors that I can do, the different treatments, the different hair textures that I work with. If I specialize in curls, I want to show off all the curls. So if someone has curls, they're going to want to more likely come to me. And I want to improve customer engagement. How do I respond? What am I going to sound like? How do I write my post? What are things that how do I have to sound online to my customers in order for them to engage? Because you're going to have a voice as you're speaking into, social media. You need to have some sort of voice and narrative to direct the customers of what's happening in the videos. Maybe you might have a voiceover. So a good way to get customer engagement is how you're going to write. How are you going to say things? What are you going to say? So you kind of need to build that voice for your company. Another way is lead generation. How are you going to handle new leads, people who are interested, how prospects. So, I have companies and they don't even answer their DMs. Who's going to answer your DMs? What kind of structure are you going to look at? How often are you going to check your DMs? What is the kind of system you're going to do when the client messages you and says, I'm interested in your service? Are you going to give them prices? Are you going to book them for a consultation? You need to get comfortable with that kind of formula. Another one is reach. You need to reach out to more people so that organically first. So without any paid ads, if you can naturally reach people with your posts, maybe 200, 300 people, 400 people, doesn't matter. You need to try practicing getting your reach out there. And what you're trying to do is get a piece of content to go viral. So I can give you an example of one of my clients, that was posting. So I'm gonna just give you a slight idea of like one of my clients that was here. So they've been posting reels. They post different types of content, and they've been posting 100, 200 views. But here you can see they had got 15,100 views, and they only have 234 followers. So I wanted to point out that one piece of content can go very viral, even if you have a low volume of clients. You just need to make sure that you post the type of content that they want to see. You can check this person's Instagram out. They have a lot of they do hair replacement. And I just wanted to show you, okay, you want to see what sticks. You want to see what gets views. You want to see what goes viral. Okay, and you need to build up some sort of leadership in the industry. So as you're posting content, you're going to start to become an industry leader. The more you post, the more frequent you are, the more likely that people are going to watch. People might gravitate to you because they say, hey, this person knows what they're doing. They're showing up on my feed. They're consistent. They're more consistent than some of the other businesses that I see. I want to try them out because they seem like they know what they're doing and they have a ton of content so I can visually see what's happening. Another thing is track record. You're building an online track record. In person, you might have reviews on Google, but that doesn't you're building up a bigger track record on multiple platforms that reaches an audience. So when that person looks you up and say, hey, who's Michael Bloom? What does he do? Here's all my content. Here's my track record. Here's my reviews. Here's my testimonials. Here's my website. I've been doing this for a while. I haven't just shown up yesterday. Like my business didn't just show up. I charge the prices because I've been doing this for like 10 years, 5 years, so just give you an instance of like, okay, I built up a track record, and that will build trust with the customer because you're building authority, you're building trust, you're building all these things, and it kind of compounds as you start to go for new customers. Because if it's already working with customers that you didn't spend any money on, imagine on customers that you do spend money on. You're going to know what works. You already have that trust factor built into your content, and you know the likelihood of what they're going to respond to and the types of videos that are going to resonate them to bring them over to the platform that you want so that they can check you out and you build more trust. And you're going to get a lot of increase in visibility. And visibility, you need to be posting quite often. The more often you post, and we'll talk about this in another video, how often should you post and what kind of types of content. But for right now, definitely one of the benefits is increased visibility. The more you post, the more recognition, the more everything here you do, the more you build the kind of the steps towards something, the more likely you're going to get visibility. And when you do paid ads, there's supposed to be like some sort of fire already there, and I'm pouring gasoline. That's what the paid ads is supposed to be. It's supposed to be visually gasoline to the fire. So it's supposed to explode. It's supposed to go viral. Like you're supposed to get so many clients because you built up that nurturing through the content that you posted, and people kind of a little bit aware of who you are. So when someone comes to me and they say, Mike, can I run paid ads? I look at their social media and I say, how much content have you posted? Do you post quite often? Are you posting every day? Are you hitting the trust factor, the build factor of, do you know how to handle leads? Have you tested things out? Like, do you know what's going to work with your audience? And if they've done that, then this is the benefits that they're going to get. They're going to save money, number one, on their marketing, because they're going to know what their audience is already responding to. So they don't need to test everything under the sun. They already know what's going to work in their ads, what kind of videos, what kind of messaging, what kind of words that I need to do so that the clients understand what I do. Two, you're going to know what goes viral. So if I put a piece of content and it worked very well on your posts, it's going to work great on your advertisement. So you need to test out content that's going to go viral. Another is you probably might have tested out offers in your social media. Paid advertisements a little bit different for offers, but in your social media, you have tested the benefits of some of the offers that you created in social media. Maybe did some giveaways, some percentages, and then when you do it in the paid advertisement, you know that's going to work even 10 times better because it responded this sort of way. Because you're able to exclude a lot of the clients and you're able to go for new clients in your paid ads. Okay, and then you have lots of content. When the new customers are coming and looking at your stuff, you have lots of content for them to consume. So you're paying all this money for thousands of views, like, hundreds and thousands of views. And when they land on your page, you have tons of engaging content. So the people go, wow, this person is like, where did they come from? Like, this is amazing. So when I run paid ads and I have a bunch of content for, a client to go through, it's going to look amazing. They're going to be like, wow, this person took a lot of time to build up all this content. I really want to try them out. You get that wow factor from even a new client or prospect coming into the business. And another thing is that you have a community sort of built up. Like the 234 people that this person built up, let's say, is a bit of a community. Even though they might not be engaging as much as they want to, depending on the platform. Let's say it's Facebook, let's say it's Instagram. I just showed you their Instagram, but they could be doing content on Facebook, content on YouTube. So they're building up this small nest of community, sharing them across platforms, and then they all of a sudden start engaging. The new people start engaging on their content. Oh, I love this place. This place is amazing. Oh, I just came there. That's me. That was my haircut. That was my style. That was this. That was that. And they start engaging. I had some comments from various of my clients on my stuff saying, oh my God, this is amazing. Or they're liking at it at least, saying even the likes and comments are going to be amazing because that fuels the engagement. And once you start fueling the engagement, the more chances that your organic stuff after you stop the paid media is more likely to go viral because you have more engagers after you bring the new people over. And the benefits of paid advertisement after you do the pre-advertisement, like the content, is that you can scale faster. You know what works, you know what's good for you, and you can spend money. So instead of you can go from $20, $30, $40, $50, $60, you can spend more money and you know what's going to work. So I always tell clients, build an audience a little bit before you start paid advertisement. Try things out. I know it's hard to start from scratch, but the moment you get momentum, it might be like a month, it might be 2 months, but the moment you do the content and you start posting on a daily basis and you start posting frequently, some of the work and trying things out, the more likely that your paid advertisement is going to kick ass. So that's it for this video. Please like, share, and comment below what your thoughts are on this video. And I hope you take a really good understanding of why I think you need to do social media pre-advertisement before you spend money. Okay, look forward to seeing you in the next video.